Hello my dear students. Today I am going to tell you about how to fill the registration form for the CUET exams which are going to happen in the month of July, in the first 2 weeks of July. So first of all, open your internet browser, Google, and write the website which is cuet.samarth.ac.in. After this, the website will open. You have to click on the register because we are going to do the registration form. Scroll down and come to the bottom of the page. Here, click on the tick box and click here to proceed. After that, the registration form will open. In the starting, we have the personal details. Start typing the candidate's name in capital letters. After that, click on father's name and enter the father's name. Next, come to the mother's name and fill up this column of mother's name. After that, come to the guardian's name. It is optional, it is not mandatory to fill the guardian's name. After that, you have to fill your date of birth, your date, the month and then the year. After this, fill up the gender, then the nationality which is Indian and then the identity type. If you have to select your Aadhaar card, then you have to click on the option which is at the end, that is other valid government identity with photograph. This will go as your Aadhaar identification. After this, fill up the Aadhaar number. After filling the Aadhaar number, you have to fill up your present address. So first, it is the premises number or name wherever you live. After that, the sub-locality and then the locality. Then select the country which is India and then select the state or union territory. For me, it will be Delhi. Then select the district. For me, it is Shahadra. And then write down the pin code of your area. Fill up your email address. Confirm your email address once again. Now give your mobile number. Make sure that you do not write the country code or 0. And write down the mobile number very carefully because the OTP will be sent on that. Again, confirm the mobile number. After that, you have to give an alternate contact number, but that is optional. After this, there is again the section for the address, permanent address. You have to click on the checkbox if the address, permanent address is same as the present address. Then you have to choose a password. Make sure that the password is minimum 8 characters. It is the sample password is already given at the top, which is test@123. So while choosing your password, try to choose in the same pattern. After that, you have to confirm your chosen password. After doing that, you have to come to the security question and select a security question for yourself. Now go to the scroll list and select a question and then answer the security answer. After this, come to the end of the page and write down the security pin, which is also called as CAPTCHA. So here I will write down the security pin. You can click on the text if you are not able to identify the security pin and then click on submit. After this, a new page will open. This is the review page of the online registration form which you are filling. After this, the review page particulars, click on the checklist which is verified here. You have to click on each checkbox, review the page, click on each checkbox. Now submit and send OTP to mobile. After you do this, a verification code will be sent on your mobile number. Now here you have to enter the OTP which is sent on the mobile. After that, you have to click on the enter security pin and then submit. You can change the text if you want. Enter the security pin. Now click on the submit button. After this, your step 1, which is registration, is complete. Now continue the application form. Now you have to give the other details, like keep checking from the starting. You have to select the category. Then you have to select if you are a PWBD candidate. Then you have to select your father's qualification and then father's occupation. After that, you have to select your mother's qualification, then select mother's occupation. If your mother is a housewife, it's given as others including housewife. Enter the guardian's name, it is optional, and then enter the annual family income. Now after this, you have to fill if you are a twin or not. If you are not a twin, select no. Then the domicile state. Select your domicile state and then enter if you are diabetic or yes or no. Place of residence, if it is rural or urban. Mode of preparation, how are you preparing for the exams? Whether it is individual tuition or tutorial classes in school or whatever is applicable. Then select the medium of study in qualifying examination. Which language you are studying. Now select the quota or the category. First one is, do you belong to below poverty line? Select yes or no. Are you a Kashmiri migrant? No or yes. Ward of defense personnel or ex-servicemen? Yes or no. Claim for NCC quota? Yes or no. Claim for sports quota? Yes or no. And lastly, are you a ward of university employee? Yes or no. After this, click on save. Now review this complete page and then click on proceed to next section. Now here, this is the application form. Here you have to fill up your educational details. We will be starting with class 10th or equivalent educational details. So the first one is result status, that is by default passed. After that, you have to click on the passing year. Then the qualifying exam, that will be 10th of course. After that, place of schooling, urban or rural, type of school or college, qualifying examination country, India, qualifying examination state, from which state you have qualified the exam. After that, you have to choose the qualifying examination district. Okay, so here I am choosing government school because by mistake I chose private unaided. So now here I am choosing government school again. Now I'll come back to the examination state. Now here from the scroll list, I will choose the examination state and then the examination district. The board name, from which board I have passed my class 10th, then the school or college name and address. After this, enter the PIN code, then your roll number of class 10th examination, and then the result mode, whether it was in grades or percentage. Now you have to enter the maximum marks and then the marks obtained, how much you obtained in class 10th. The percentage will come by default. After that, you have to click on the class 12th examinations, the result status, whether passed or not, passing year, qualifying exam, The passing year will be 21 for me. Qualifying exam, 12th or equivalent. Place of schooling, urban or rural. Type of school or college, government school. Qualifying examination country, India. Qualifying examination state for me will be Uttarakhand. And then qualifying examination district, again Nainital. Board name, which board I have cleared my 12th from. And then the school or college name and address. After this, I'll enter the PIN code and then the roll number of my class 12th examination. Now the result mode, whether it was in percentage or grade. If it was percentage, then you have to fill up the maximum marks. And then the marks obtained, how much you obtained in total from the maximum marks in your class 12th. The percentage will come by default. Click on the save button after this. Now click on the save button. After this, your educational details are here. You can check on the educational details and proceed to next section. Now it is the time to select the university or programs. Now select the university you want to appear for. You can select here your desired university, whichever university you want to study in, you can select here from the list. Now select the program you want to study in that particular university. Click on the add button. Now you have the option of choosing more than one university. So you click on the add and choose the university you want to study as a second preference. Click on the program, select the program from the scroll list and then click on add. See, both the universities and the programs have been added here. Now you can also choose the third preferred university and select from the program list. Click on add. Now all the three universities have been added. Click on the university program selection preview. After this, the program selection thing is here. Proceed to the next section. Now here you have to select the examinations papers you have to give in the first and second slot. So start from the starting, we have to select a language from section 1A. So select the language. I have selected English. Now select the domain specific subject number 1. Now here you have to select the subject in which you think you are a master. Do not select the subject in which you are weak. So select your most strong subject from the domain specific subject 1. Now from the domain specific subject 2, again select the subject which you have a good mastery on. After this, there is another option. Do you want to apply for general test section 3? Now here the options are yes or no. You can choose as per the requirement of the university you have selected. It is not mandatory to give this test. You can select yes or no as per your choice. Then it comes the second slot. Here you have to choose the additional language from section 1A plus section 1B. I have chosen Hindi, but then I thought that probably I do not want to give another additional language test, so I will be clicking on not applicable. You can do the same if you do not wish to give the test. The second part was additional language from section 1A plus section 1B in lieu of domain specific subject. Now here also I do not wish to give this kind of exam, so I have clicked on not applicable. Now this is the first thing which I thought that I will not give the exam. Now I have to select a domain specific subject number 3. Now this is again optional. It is not mandatory to select option from here. You can also click on not applicable if you do not wish to give another exam in a particular subject. If you have already chosen two subjects in the slot 1, which is subject 1 and subject 2, it is not mandatory to select subject 3, 4, 5 or 6 in the second slot. So here, as you can see, I have clicked on not applicable from all of these. I do not wish to give any domain specific subject. That is why I have clicked on not applicable. However, I wished that I give the exam in chemistry. So in one of the subject, domain specific subject, I have chosen chemistry and not applicable for all the other tests in slot 2. After this, I have to click on the checkbox and save. After saving, now here you can preview your form. After this, proceed to next section. Now here the examination center selection is there. Now you can select your examination center as per your preference. But first you have to select the question paper medium, in which language you want the paper. Now the city preferences. Preference 1, city, center city along with the city. Again, state and city, state and city. So you have 4 choices, 4 preferences. After this, click on save. Now again, preview and proceed to next section. Now it is the time to upload the documents. Please read the instructions before uploading the documents. 2 things are to be uploaded, photo and the signature. Please make sure you upload the photo and the signature as per the details given in the instructions section. So here, first we'll upload the photograph. So you can see I have uploaded the photographs, and then proceed to preview section. So here, this is the review page. You can see my online application form number is given here. Application status is not submitted. Why? Because we have not done the payment yet. However, we have cleared almost all the parts of the form. So after this, please preview the complete form. And then finally, click on the checklist which is provided here. All the particulars, you have to verify them. So please click on all the tick boxes which are given here. After doing this, click on proceed to payment. Let me tell you that after this step, after this step, you cannot modify any of the information which you have provided in your application form. So if you think that there is something wrong, you have done some wrong entry, you can go to the update application form which is given on the left hand side, and if you think everything is correct, you can continue and click on OK. Now this is the payment page, the registration payment page. The payment for slot 1 is rupees 650 and slot 2 is again rupees 650. The total amount to be paid is rupees 1300. You can see at the bottom there are 4 options given: State Bank of India, Canara Bank, ICICI Bank and Paytm. So you can choose from any of these options and continue to do the payment. So you see I chose SBI Bank. Now here, this is the page where the payment can be done from. So you can choose from these options and continue with your payment. After the payment, your application status will be submitted and your form will be submitted to the CUET website. Thank you so much.